Rotface. Nature resistance can make this fight easier, and this fight is a 2-tank fight that can be easy if you handle the oozes correctly, but more on that later. The main tank needs to tank the boss in the middle of the room, and the off tank needs to tank the big oozes. Everyone else should stand behind the boss. The boss will use an ability on a random player called Mutated Infection, which will reduce healing taken by 50% and cause damage every second. Once dispelled, the small ooze will spawn. When two small oozes combine with each other, they become a big ooze. The big ooze uses an ability called Radiating Ooze, which will cause AoE damage to anyone near it, so the off tank will need to take it out of the raid and kite it around. It becomes stronger every time it absorbs another ooze. It is best to force two small oozes to combine into another big ooze and then have the off tank bring that new big ooze to the old one and make them combine. Every time an ooze, big or small, combines with the first one, it will gain a stack of unstable ooze, increasing its damage done. Once the big ooze reaches 5 stacks, it will cast an ability called Unstable Ooze Explosion, which will cause bombs to launch at every raid member and explode on impact. These bombs will pick the location that the player was standing when launched, and after launching, the player can then run away safely from the spot that they were standing on when the bombs were launched. The best thing to do is to have everyone stand on top of the main tank and allow all of the bombs to be launched at the same spot, then simply move far enough away to avoid the explosion after launching. As for Rotface himself, he will use an ability called Slime Spray, which will cause him to target a random player and spit slime in their direction. This is heavy nature damage, but can be avoided if you get behind him. If you were behind him before he started spitting, simply run through his body to get behind him again and avoid the damage. Lastly, there are massive slime pools that form along the wall in a counterclockwise pattern. They will do heavy damage and slow you if you are in them. Rotface also creates smaller ones to a lesser effect. The best time to use Bloodlust is at the start or whenever you prefer. Avoid the slime spray, never combine small oozes to big oozes, and make sure you avoid the explosion, and the loot will be yours.